Welcome to this Optivasys QlikView tutorial. To make selections in QlikView, simply left-click in the data fields to decide which data to show. Chosen selections will be presented with a green background color. All data associated with your selection will be presented with a white background color, while non-associated data will be presented with a gray background color. If you want to make several selections within the same data field, click and hold the control button, make your selections within the field, then release the control button. You can search within a data field by left-clicking the caption and then type the value you wish to search for. Matching values will be shown in a yellow color and can then be selected by clicking the specific values or by pressing Enter to select all the associated matching values. Selections can also be made directly from a chart or diagram. Click and drag to make your selection. All the data is presented the same way as when making the selection within the data fields. When a selection is made, all selections are cleared by hitting the Clear button. Data can be cleared in a specific field by right-clicking the field and then click Clear. To clear all fields but one, right-click the field where you want to keep the selection, click Clear Other Fields. This will clear all other fields, while the selection within the chosen field remains the same. If you want a selection to be persistent, it can be locked by clicking the lock icon. All locked values will be presented with a blue background color and will no longer be cleared when clicking the Clear button. To unlock all fields, click the Unlock icon. A specific object can be locked or unlocked by left-clicking the object and click Lock or Unlock. You can step back to a prior selection by clicking the Back button, and step forward again by hitting the Forward button. You can keep track of your current selections by clicking the Current Selections box icon, represented by a check mark. The box which appears shows your selections in the same order as the selections were made. The Current Selections box lets you edit your selections. By clicking the eraser icon, the target selection is removed. By right-clicking a row in the current selections box, you can choose further options, such as locking the selection, clear all other selections, or select an exclusion of the current selection. With QlikView, it's possible to group dimensions into two types of groups. Cyclic groups, represented by a looping arrow as shown on the screen, and drill-down groups, which are represented by an arrow pointing up. Cyclic groups lets you switch between different dimensions in a loop, while drill-down groups lets you drill down and step up through dimensions. By creating cyclic groups, you can switch between several dimensions within an object, instead of creating several objects. The purpose of drill-down groups is to be able to drill down through dimensions to get more detailed information. In the current example, you can see total sales per country. With the drill-down group, you can select a country and drill down to the underlying dimensions: state, province, and then to city. By clicking the upward arrow, you can take one step up in the dimensions hierarchy and are able to make new selections. You can also make cyclic expression groups in a table by right-clicking the table, click Properties, then click the tab Expressions. Select the expression you wish to group and hit the Group button. The expression will now be grouped with the expression directly above. This procedure can be repeated to group several expressions in the same group. Ungroup the expressions by selecting the expressions group and click Ungroup. If you repeatedly return to a specific selection, you can save the selection by creating a bookmark. While the selection you wish to save is active, click the Add Bookmark button, represented by a star with a plus sign. You then get to name your bookmark and add a deeper description. Your bookmark will then be stored in the drop-down menu, Select Bookmark. When selecting a bookmark, all selections will be identical to the selections active when the bookmark was created. How to sort and move columns in a straight table. Sort by values in a column by clicking the column header. To rearrange the columns, simply drag and drop the column header, and a green line will indicate where the column will be placed. A pivot table lets you expand and collapse groups of data by clicking the plus and minus icons in the table. You can close all groups by right-clicking the table data or column header, then click Collapse All. To open all groups, right-click the table data or column header, then click Expand All. The Collapse and Expand feature in the pivot table enables you to resize the granularity of data within the table. The columns can be rearranged by dragging and dropping the same way as in a straight table, except the dimensions can also be placed horizontally. By doing this, the expressions get sorted horizontally by given dimension. The tables and charts created in QlikView can easily be exported to Microsoft Excel. Do this by right-clicking the object you wish to export and click Send Values to Excel. The object can also be copied to clipboard by right-clicking the object, clicking Copy to Clipboard, and then choose whether to copy the object values, an image of the object, or the entire object.
End of tutorial. Beep 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 beep.